It's been a fairly wet spring, particularly in May. We've had a lot of rain. Weeds are sprouting up all over the place and they're starting to get a little out of control. So that's why I'm looking forward to giving the Grootpow weed puller a try. Over the years, I've used a number of weeding tools. Early on, I was ambitious and used one of these dibbers. At this stage of my life, getting down on my hands and knees and pulling out dandelions, root and all, is a little bit much now. And that's because, for one, a dandelion, if you don't get all the root, it'll come back. Last year, I went out and I bought a scuffle hoe, and you scrape it along the ground like this. And it's just for small surface roots. It's good in the very early spring when weeds just start to sprout. You run this over the ground and it either cuts or upends the weeds and they die. But once they've gotten established, you need to get down into the soil with them. As I said, getting down on my hands and knees isn't an option anymore. So that's why I was happy when Grootpow sent me this stand-up weeder, and I want to give it a shot and see just how good it is. I'll admit, I've never used one like this before. This is the first time for me. But the idea of a stand-up weed puller sounded marvelous to me. And I was really happy to say I'd give it a shot, put it through its paces, and give an honest review and see whether this is a good tool that every homeowner should have. This is the business end of the weed puller. Now I know there's certain similar types on the market. Some not as advanced as this, as I've seen. And this one is sturdy as all get out, I can tell you right now. The shaft is made out of cast iron and it's coated in plastic down here. The head is cast iron. The foot lever is plastic, as is the handle. The 3-foot height is a comfortable height to use and to hold on to. And the release mechanism, after you've pulled out the wood, is also made of plastic. And it just slides like this. It's spring-loaded, so that when you go like that, it snaps back into place. There are no instructions that come on the box or in the box, but it does have them printed right here on the handle. But it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty intuitive to use. So let me show you. First thing, when you're going to use it, you want to open up the handle. There's a switch in here that you pull, and that allows you to close it back up for storage. So it's more compact, and you don't have this big handle sticking out on the side. So you can store it like this. A little bit of a swivel action, because when you step on it, this will be out like this. You're going to step on it and then pull the handle back to you. And as you can see, this will go into the ground, this will go into the ground, and then as you step and hold it in place and then pull back on the handle, the teeth grab onto the root, grab onto the weed, and pull it out. Now, as you can see on the front here, there's two teeth. There's two sets of teeth. And then back here, this part, it's like a spade that'll go into the ground. So let's show how this works. This is gonna be my first time using it. As I said, I've never used one before, so I'm pretty interested in trying it. I get a lot of plantain growing, and it's a real pain in the neck. As you can see, I've also got remnants of a dandelion that was already here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just go with the plantain. So you just take the head and you position it over the weed, and then you step on the cast iron base here, and then you just tilt back, and as long as you don't pull out the tree roots that are growing next to it, you pull up the entire plant, and that's when you're going to use this handle and push forward on it. So when you push on the handle, it opens the teeth and removes the weed. Let's try it on the dandelion. So again, you're just going to position the head over the weed, step down, tilt back, and pull it out. And you get the entire plant and release it. It's not a very big dandelion root here, but it was able to get the whole thing out. Might not even be a dandelion, although the leaves certainly look like dandelions, but it's not like the typical taproot that I'm used to seeing with the dandelion. Just maybe it hasn't grown too much just yet. These other weeds all along here, that's what I would use the scuffle hoe on and just scrape them right off the top. No sense in using something like this, although I imagine you could, but I think that's overkill. But it does work on it. But no need to do that. Scuffle hoe would go a lot faster for that. But I want to go out to my front lawn. I got a bunch of plantain out there and a couple of dandelions I know because I remember seeing the yellow heads. Wish I had this last week and I would have done it when the flowers were out. So just like before, gonna push it down, tilt back, pull it out. So I'll just show you. See if I can get it all in camera. Slide it forward and the weed pops out. If you have a bucket, just carry the bucket nearby and then you can go along and just pull out the weeds and then just drop it right into your bucket. This is just a super simple way to get all these weeds out of your lawn. Now, if you've got a larger area, this might not be the best thing, although it goes pretty fast. Really doesn't take long at all. I mean, I've got a small suburban plot, so I could easily just go along and do my whole lawn like this. So there's a dandelion here and you can see the longer tap root, but it goes all the way down to the bottom and pulls it out, which is really nice. The root pulling part is about 4 inches long, I'd say, which extends then deep into the ground to get to the base of the root. And you don't have to use chemicals or anything like that. So I found a dandelion, so I figured it would be a good time to test it on that, see how big the taproot is on this one. In just 5 minutes, I went across the whole front of my yard and pulled out dozens and dozens of plantain from the lawn. And I do highly recommend having a bucket nearby because I got little piles of weeds now all over the place that I have to pick up. So bring a bucket with you and use that. So just gonna put it right over the top, pull back, and I mean, it's effortless at pulling this out. So the whole taproot came out. I mean, no broken bits on the end. The whole taproot came out of this dandelion. As I said at the start, I've never used a weed puller like this. And this could be the best weed puller I've ever used. This might be the best weed puller on the market. There's a place for tools like scuffle hoes and stuff like that for really small weeds. Like I was saying at the start of the spring, the scuffle hoe would work best for something like this as opposed to this beast. It's not that heavy. 10 pounds maybe. In all honesty, this might be over-engineered. This is, I mean, it's simple to use, and because of the rain that we've had, a lot of times I didn't even have to step on this plate here. I was just able to push it into the ground with my hand and then pull the weeds out. This is pretty tough, pretty strong. I'm not sure what else I can say about this. I'm just shocked at how easy it was. As I said, I went over the whole front of my yard and just pulling out weeds left and right. It was just so simple, like seconds for each one. No bending down, getting on my hands and knees, no even bending over. Like as I said, this is just the perfect height. It's about 3 feet long, and you just stand up and you step on it and push into the ground. Couldn't be anything simpler than that. I'll leave links to the Grootpow stand-up weed puller in the description below if you want to check it out yourself. I can't recommend this enough. This thing's terrific. Okay, thanks for watching.